Hello everyone. Welcome back to Rank Talks Ball. We're here again for another watch along after the dramatic end to the game that we had yesterday in Argentina against Ecuador, the game that went to penalties. We watched it live from a bar in Buenos Aires. That was a very amazing and exciting stream that we had last night. And tonight it's time that we know who is gonna play Argentina in the semifinals. Is it gonna be Canada? Is it gonna be Venezuela? We'll see. Thank you to everyone who is already in the chat. JGP, Albert, 80, thank you all so much for joining. Ready for the game? We're more than ready for the game. I have a few surprises here for you guys that I'm gonna be sharing during the live watch along to how I'm gonna enjoy this game. It's gonna be precious. Like my favorite Venezuelan striker would say, Vamos, Venezuela! Salomon Rondon, the GOAT, actually. Hi, Albert. I miss you, Albert, on member stream. Fair enough, AD. Hello to everyone. Canada is strong and nothing to lose. That is right. Like, Canada is definitely a very threatening team. They've shown good stuff. And against Venezuela, they are both underdogs, and one of them is going to be in the semifinals in a huge game against Argentina. So they both got nothing to lose. Canada in their first ever Copa America appearance, and Venezuela looking to make their second semifinal in their history after 2011. I had to run errands right after the Portugal game. It must have been a tough watch for you, Albert. Hello, Mats. Welcome to the stream. Musa as well. Thank you so much for joining. More Vino Tinto. Yes, Albert, you're correct. The Vino Tinto is back right here with what is actually left from the game against Mexico. I'm not actually going to be drinking for every time anyone loses the ball this time, so it's going to be like more civilized drinking, especially because if you've seen last night's stream, you know that I already had a lot of alcohol in that stream yesterday in the Argentina game, so like my liver is gonna kill me if I actually try and drink again like that. So no, we're just gonna have from the Vino Tinto, but I have something else I'm gonna tell you later. Quiet Librarian, thank you so much for joining. Welcome to the stream. Throwback to Alejandro Moreno. No spoilers in the chat. Yes, Albert. That is a reminder for everyone that no spoilers are allowed in this stream. I'm not actually, last time around in the bar, I was actually maybe spoiling some of you guys because I actually had a TV. I don't have a cable here at my house, so I have to use a different streaming service. And so I'm gonna probably be behind. So please, if you see something happen in the game, don't type it in the chat. Wait for my reaction to talk about it. And we're gonna see what, so that you don't spoil the game for me and you don't ruin my reaction, basically, which is the whole point of the watch along. So yeah, no spoilers allowed in the chat. We Argentinians want the weaker to win, but who would be the weaker? Who's weakest between Canada and Venezuela? I'm honestly not sure. I just want to see the best win, and I'm feeling very Venezuelan today. I have a Venezuelan friend, so I really want Venezuela to do well. I have an attachment to them because they are like obviously always the weak link of CONMEBOL, so I kind of want them to do well, and they have a bunch of players that I like. I have a soft spot for Venezuela, but I wouldn't be opposed to see Canada winning because it would also be historic, and it would be a rematch to the game that we had in the group stage against Argentina, that one. Any Canadian in the chat, any Venezuelan in the chat, I'll be more than interested to see if there's anyone from those countries watching. It would be amazing. Hello, 10 Vamos España, Españita, who won today and eliminated those frauds from Germany. So we saw Germany cry today, so that was another successful hate watch. So yeah, thank you, Españita, for that win. Hello, Rank. Hello, Patrick. Feeling confident that Venezuela will beat Canada to reach the Copa America semifinals for the first time since 2011. That is correct. 2011 is the last and only time that Venezuela have made the Copa America semifinals. That could obviously change today. Canada, as is their first appearance, obviously have never made it to a semifinal, and it will be also historic for them. So both teams trying to make history. I remember having the Malbec wine from Argentina at Heathrow Airport before going to Qatar. Yes, you told me about that one. So we are gonna see what unfolds on this knockout game. Let me get the lineups here for you guys, which are obviously already out. So Venezuela rolling with Romo in goal. Obviously, they are not going to change that. A back four of Navarro, Osorio, Ferraresi, and Aramburu. This guy from Real Sociedad who has been really impressing a lot of people from the right back position. A double pivot with Yangel Herrera and Jose Martinez, El Brujo. Cáceres as that number 10, who was really impressive in that game against Mexico as well. Soteldo on the left wing, Bello on the right wing, and Salomon Rondon at that striker position. Meanwhile, for Canada, Crepeau, who has also been an amazing goalkeeper for Canada, has allowed them to keep many clean sheets in the group. Johnston, Bombito, Cornelius, and Alfonso Davis in the back four. Bombito, who's been having a great tournament despite he probably should have been sent off against Chile, but we're gonna. Besides that, he's been having a very solid tournament. Alfonso Davis needs to step up offensively if Canada want to have a chance in this game. A double pivot of Osorio and Eustaquio. Jonathan David in the number 10 position. It's saying here in the lineup behind Kyle Larin, who's going to be playing at the striker. Larea on the right wing, and finally we see Schaffelborg starting on the left wing. This midfielder who has been playing so well for Canada is finally getting his chance to start. So I want to hear your predictions in the chat. Who do you think it's going to advance? I feel like it's a very close game. I'm going 1-0 Venezuela, but I feel like it's going to be incredibly tight. Both teams are going to have chances, so I wouldn't rule anyone out on this one. Okay, so I pick Venezuela. I think Argentina will have no chances. Okay, fair enough. Un partido más hasta el final. Vamos España, Españita. I need Spain to win for my predictions. Which team would be tougher for Argentina in the semifinals, Venezuela or Canada? Both would be tough because I feel like Venezuela have been the most impressive and have been playing the best football so far, but Canada is a team that we don't know about much. Obviously, we played them in the group stage, and that probably gives us a bit of experience recently against them, and Scaloni has studied the team for that game. So I think that both will be tough games for Argentina. Now, I do think that Ecuador, in terms of quality, is better than both these teams. But in the way that they are playing currently, these two teams can really give a tough game to Argentina. In fact, Canada already gave us a tough game. We were able to win 2-0 in the end, but Canada really had chances to score in their game. So, can never rule anyone out. The chat is really moving, so I'm going to have to catch up with you guys. By the way, Anshul Anil, thank you so much for joining the stream, and thank you for joining SSB as well. Thank you to everyone who's watching. We have a lot of people active in the chat for this one. I'm very excited. Hopefully Canada can win, but I have low expectations. Venezuela is more clinical so far. Yeah, Canada has only scored 1 goal, but everything can change in a knockout game. It's a one-off game, and Canada definitely have the individual quality to make something happen. The Argentina streams I miss are at the bars. Well, you can definitely watch the replays for that one, or at least try to skip to the key moments, because the bar went crazy last night, especially for that penalty shootout. So definitely the end of the stream, I recommend you watching. I'm going for Venezuela, fair enough. Hello to everyone. Venezuela 2, Canada 1. I'm going 5-5. Well, that's bold. Musa, rank, what's worse for Chile versus Peru game or France versus Portugal? I feel like France versus Portugal was worse, because with the individual quality, we expected a lot more from that game. Chile versus Peru, we knew it was going to be a dogfight, and a dogfight is exactly what we got. A lot of fouls and not many shots on target, so it is what it is. Both horrible games of football. This could either be 1-0 to either side or penalties, but you're going 1-0 Venezuela. Yes, penalties, very likely to happen. We already saw Romo save a penalty in the game against Mexico. Crepeau, I don't know how good he's at penalties, but he seems to be a really good shot stopper from what we've seen in the group stage so far. So that could be an interesting battle. Alexandra, thank you so much for joining the stream. Welcome. Based on the history of Canada in the past, I don't think they will be able to beat Venezuela, but I don't mind being proven wrong. We never mind being proven wrong, except when we are. But Julio López, Julio, suscríbete, nene, suscríbete. Soy un tronco ese, suscríbete, nene. Pence Drake gets to take care of the misses. Pence Drake is crazy. I just want a good game, not this France nil, Portugal nil. Yep, I'll consider watching. Thank you for that one, Mats. We better hope we don't get France versus England in the Euro final. It would be like today, yeah, France versus England. Two satanic ball merchants. It would be pretty tough. Rank, which team would you rather play? I don't know. Like I've been saying, I've been on the fence. I feel like both teams could definitely give us a tough game. I think that Canada are probably easier, and we have studied for them and we have played them in the group stage, but I don't know. Canada gave us a tough game, so they can definitely do it again. And if they learn from their mistakes, they can probably get a result. Venezuela are playing really well as a unit currently, and they have dangerous players. We haven't played them in a while, even though we have played them many more times than Canada. So I don't know. Both will be complicated. I don't know who I would prefer. Didn't you say Peru versus Chile was better than Netherlands France? I did. I did say that because at least I got to see a lot of fouls. Peru versus Chile is the better rivalry match. Yes. Would you want anyone of Di Maria, Alvarez, and Paredes to start in the semifinal, given we didn't have a great game versus Ecuador with these three on the bench? So, Alvarez, I would like him to start ahead of Lautaro. I think that his off-the-ball movement is a lot more valuable than what Lautaro brings to the team. So I think that Alvarez on the striker with his pressing would be a very valuable asset. Di Maria, I want him to get minutes. Di Maria, I want him to get minutes, but probably off the bench. I think that Nico Gonzalez, he didn't have the best game yesterday going forward, but defensively he was helping a bit with Tagliafico on that left-hand side. So he tracks back a lot more than Di Maria, so that is a positive that I'm going to say for Nico Gonzalez. And Paredes, I feel like he has a chance to start over Enzo Fernandez. If it's not Paredes, probably Lo Celso or Ezequiel Palacios. But those are a few substitutions that could potentially come through for the next games. Portugal versus England would have been a fun final for your perspective. This quarterfinal versus Germany reminds me of Argentina 2, Netherlands 2, last minute agony, and then Spain rise up and got 2-1 win in the end. That source of results seems like champion-elect. Let's hope for that. Canada issue, like a lot of English-speaking countries, is that they don't have a creative number 10, like a Regista or a 6-8 who can break the lines. Yeah, like here it says that they're playing Jonathan David as a second striker instead of not really as a number 10, but second striker behind Larin, which is a bit weird. And yeah, like Eustachio and Osorio as the double pivot that midfield could see trouble against Cáceres, Yangel Herrera, and Martinez from Venezuela, but we'll see. Denmark versus England and Netherlands versus France have been the worst games of the Euro so far. Definitely contenders. As a US fans, I'll pull a Landon Donovan and go out for a new next door neighbors, in this case Canada. Fair enough. I do think that it's fair for support your neighbors now that the USA suddenly sadly has gone out unexpectedly in the group stage. Must have been a tough watch. We were here for that game against Uruguay, and it was honestly heartbreaking. We did a watch along for the USA Panama game because I really wasn't expecting anything from that game, and it ended up being a banger. I was so wrong about that one. I ended up regretting not making that watch along, but we were here for USA against Uruguay at least. If you think about it, the Euros and Copa America could be considered qualifiers for the Finalissima. That is a weird way for looking about it, but yeah, I suppose they are. Finally, the semifinals versus Spain versus France. The last time a tournament was in Germany, World Cup 2006. Guess who knocked out Spain in the World Cup 2006? Yeah, in the round of 16. This time it's a semi-final. It's different, and it's a World Cup instead. Now it's a Euros. So I don't know. I'm kind of coping, but hey, let's hope that Spain can get that W over Ninja Turtle. Alright, we're very close to the start of the game. I'm gonna get the clock ready. The attendance is bigger than I thought. I thought it would be an empty stadium. Yeah, no, the Venezuelans have showed up. There are a lot of Venezuelans in the US, and they are ready to root for their nation, to make history once again. There are a few Canadians here and there, but it's mostly Venezuelans here in the stadium. They're going crazy. Yesterday's Ecuador game almost gave me a heart attack. How to be calm in these situations as a fan, some tips. I don't give tips, I just vibe with it. I was also suffering, I was drinking alcohol. I don't support drinking, like I said, despite me having another bottle of wine next to me, I don't support drinking, but drinking helps when it comes to being more calm in these situations, I suppose. Alright, I have my hand ready on the clock. And we are underway here in this game. Quarterfinals of the Copa America for a spot. In the semifinals against Argentina, it's Venezuela against Canada. One out of two. As an American, I was glad USA lost. They talk big about their team, but they don't put those words into actions. I also don't think they have enough players with international experience. Well, they've gained a bit of experience. I don't really count the Gold Cup because playing other CONCACAF teams, it's not really a much of a test. But they went to a World Cup and they did decent there. They do have some great players and a few good players. The manager is just not it, and there needs to be changes in the federations and the whole football structure of the US as a whole if they wanna truly be a world contender in the future. The US definitely something needs to change in that regard. Cheers! Already first taste of Vino Tinto for Vino Tinto. International experience in the Premier League. I often see people from other countries, and that experience allows them to show up for their countries when it comes to these tournaments. Fair. I don't think the Premier League is like, you don't need to be proven in the Premier League to be a good player. Oh, Romo having to come off his line to clear away the ball. Canada already going deep with those long passes. This is what Canada do. Long passes into space, try to outpace the opponent, catch people off guard. Romo had to come off his line. Canada pressing so far. So yeah, I don't think you necessarily have to be from the Premier League, but European League at least. Have experience in the European leagues. Although I also rate the South American leagues. If you're like a top player, if you're at the top level, I think that you could play in South America if you're good enough and play for the national team. Gold Cup is the most predictable tournament because even at Panama or Jamaica's best, still Mexico or USA ends up winning. So yeah, OFC Nations Cup more unpredictable. I don't agree with that, but imagine if we get Argentina versus England finalissima. Oy. The narratives would be insane. Rondon is very clearly offside. They are letting this play go, but he was so offside. Crepeau gave a rebound, but it doesn't matter. Rondon was super offside. I called it. If all the best players play in the Premier League, why is Miggy Almiron still playing? Uncomfortable conversations. Were you rooting for France or Portugal? Neither. It was a double hate watch. Although I would have preferred if Portugal advanced, honestly. I wanted to see a bit more of Cristiano Ronaldo. I didn't want it to end so quickly. And France advancing annoys me because, they're France, basically. One of the issues is player development in the US. They kill any sort of creativity and skill. They make you very robotic and not just Pep style. You are taught how to get rid of the ball quickly. Yeah. And also, like, the main issue is that they have to pay to get into those academies, and not like small amounts of money. I'm talking like $2,000 or $3,000 just to be in the academy. Prices that just are not for everyone and keeps a lot of talented players away from actually developing in an academy, and just people with money get there and succeed in the US, which is one of the main problems for player development in the United States. Don't get me wrong, I know that the best players ain't all from the Premier League. It was just an example of a bigger league. Yeah. I get it. Gotcha. Don't worry. So it's time for me to reveal my other surprise, because I got my food here and I have around the corner a Venezuelan food store. I wouldn't even call it a restaurant, it's like a food store. And I got myself an arepa, a true Venezuelan arepa, to eat today for this game. They also brought me like a bit of sauce on the side, so very nice of them. I think I should have gotten a plate. I think I'm gonna get a plate. This was a bad idea. Alright, we're back. Oh, Canada are appealing for a penalty. Aramburu was apparently grabbing onto Shuffleborg's arm there. And the ref says play on. We're gonna have to check VAR for that one. Oh no. And what am I gonna do with my arepa? Wait, hold up. Oh no. This is a disaster. Yikes, man. Like it completely disintegrated in my fingers. Like the bread part is very thin and it and the juice can tore it apart. It's a bit unfortunate on that end. I need to catch on some comments. Let's see. Very long comments as well. For CONCACAF to grow, the main teams should just be between Central American and Caribbean teams. Mexico, Canada, and USA should be moved to CONMEBOL to develop competitively. Again, something that I've seen. By the way, welcome Kevin to the stream. But something that I've been saying a lot of times. Going from Chile to Canada is like going around the globe. Like logistically, it doesn't make sense for countries like Canada or the US to join CONMEBOL. It's just not feasible. In fact, that's the main reason why Mexican teams stopped competing in the Copa Libertadores, because traveling was painful for both teams, going to Mexico or coming from Mexico. It was just so bad. So yeah, I don't see those countries ever going to CONMEBOL. I really, really hope Argentina wins the Copa America, and if Argentina wins the Copa, do you think Di Maria should retire after the Finalissima next year? But if that happens, Di Maria is going to play in the Finalissima, and then they're going to try to convince him to come to the World Cup. So I really think that this is truly Di Maria's last dance, sadly. That looks so good. I'm messing up. Okay, there we go. Buen provecho. Gracias, gracias. It looks amazing. Provecho. Gracias. Even if you get less privileged kids, the coaches will make it worse. You have soccer moms on the sidelines and soccer dads who are coaching. Yep. Like Claudio Reina. We know all the Gio Reina scandal, all that happened after the Qatar World Cup. Ronaldo is a goat. Why does he still why does he still put his body on the line when he doesn't need to prove anything? I don't know. He's a bit of a competitive beast. Like he still wants to win stuff. He feels like he can. Sadly, it didn't work out for Portugal on this one. Venezuela plays faster than Canada, but Canada is more physical so far, in my opinion. Yeah, it feels that way. We never got to see VAR for that penalty appeal that they were asking on Shuffleborg. Thoughts on Cucurella's supposed handball? When thinking of it at the time, I would call it a penalty, but now I say no handball. I was worried to that Anthony Taylor, best ref, would give it, and they should just make it a world's more simple. I think that's a handball. Like they gave a penalty for the Paul's handball, which was extremely harsh, and then for that one they didn't give a penalty. Like for handballs, people are extremely inconsistent. Now I do think that Fulkrug was slightly offside in the build-up of the play. So if that's the case, it wouldn't even matter that it was a handball, because the play would be ruled out for offside. But if he wasn't offside, that in my opinion, that's a handball. It has to be. By the way, I realized today is Venezuela's Independence Day. Oh wow, and they have a big chance against Canada. Is it really 5th of July? Venezuelan independence. So we have a lot of Independence Days in July. Like we have 4th of July for Americans, 5th of July for Venezuelans, and 9th of July for Argentinians, which by the way, we're going to be playing the semifinals against the winner of this game on 9th of July at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. So Argentina play the semis on Independence Day. So that is going to be a very fun time at the bar. We're going to be back at the bar with that watch-along. By the way, I don't know if you want to follow these people on Instagram. They make Venezuelan food. They are from Venezuela, actually. Tequeditos, Sabor Merideño, so from the Merida region in Venezuela. They have an Instagram account, and they made me this arepa. So let's actually try. This is chicken and cheese. So That is really good. I love that. Venezuela, 10 out of 10. Arepa, 10 out of 10. Chicken and cheese can never go wrong. You were right. Canada Day was 1st of July, not 5th of July. That's right, you were right, SHB. It was 1st of July. Batistuta, Crespo, Riquelme, Agüero, Di Maria, which among these legends is your favorite? I'm a Boca Juniors fan, so I obviously have a bias towards Riquelme. I didn't get to see him play live, but I really love Batistuta, just watching him like compilations and stuff. Oh, Canada coming here off the bank. Oh, Romo has to clear it. Shot from outside, cleared off the line. Shot from, oh my god. And they're asking for a handball now. Canada appealing for a handball. What an insane sequence of events. So a through ball comes in for Canada. Romo has to come off his line and clear it away by sliding with his feet. A shot from long range is attempted into an empty net. It gets cleared off the line. And then Kyle Larin, again having a one-on-one opportunity, gets blocked again in the final minute by a defender. Oh my god, Canada so close to getting the first goal there. Canada should have scored there at some point, but the defending from Venezuela was fantastic, both from Romo and the defenders blocking, clearing. It was so intense. But Canada so close to a goal there. Wow. Damn. Kyle Larin with a double opportunity. Jonathan David is the one who tried from long distance, and Kyle Larin again on the rebound. Gets blocked away again. UEFA said Fulkrug was offside in the sequence. There you go. Fulkrug was offside. There's no penalty. That's why the pen was not given. The refs need to speak on the mic and tell the crowd they need to add this. Yes, that is the only thing that Copa America has been doing that's better than the Euros. The referees are crap at the Copa America, but at least they explain their decisions after a VAR check. Oh, and it's 1-0 Canada. And it's 1-0 Canada just like that. They had an amazing chance at the start. And they actually capitalize on this one. And they take the lead so quickly. After having a great chance. Schaffelberg, who we were asking so much that he should start, comes up clutch. It was an amazing play from Kyle Larin though. Bad touch from Navarro on that one. Schaffelberg holding Buchanan's shirt for the player who missed out on the tournament. And an amazing goal for Canada, exposing the left-hand side of the defense. Oh wow. And Canada take the lead through Schaffelberg. An amazing play, dribbling on their left-hand side and sliding it back for Schaffelberg. And here comes Canada for more. Oh no, Venezuela really disconnected. Canada another chance, and it's gonna get deflected for a corner on Ferraresi. But Venezuela really lost in the game. It's not gonna be a corner, what? So it was just a bad shot, it's gonna be a goal kick, okay. But Venezuela looking really lost, confused, they don't know what to do. They've lost possession so many times and Canada are just coming through. They could have easily scored a second there. Oh my. Venezuela needs to recompose themselves, try to calm down and settle down, but Canada has been cooking so far. Uh-oh. Playing at MetLife on Independence Day, maybe a preview. Oh shit, I went all the way down. Of the 2026 World Cup final for Argentina. There is also a lack of respect for football soccer in America. I think the fact that they don't have the right size pitches says a lot about America. Yeah. I was Michael was also telling me this, the disrespect in which they treat football in like other sports shows like basketball or NFL. Like you say football or soccer, I guess, and they like look at you weird. They almost laugh at you for saying it's like a kids sport. It's not supposed to be played by adults. Canada better football and field position in the first 10 minutes. Yeah. Oh, Rondon! And just as I say that, Venezuela with a great chance, but Rondon misses the target. Oh wow, but Venezuela may be coming back. They respond at least. That was a poor clearance from Canada. Soteldo gets the ball, crosses in, and Rondon with the header misses the target, but it was a great chance for the Venezuelan striker. Venezuela maybe trying to come back. This game is already more interesting than France versus Portugal, obviously. Everyone's celebrating maple leaf, maple syrup. Venezuela is having trouble with the athleticism of Canada. Yeah, always knew. Okay, Albert. 5-5 is on, sure is. Jonathan David showing up. Argentina played against Canada. Yeah, will not change the way they play, I suppose. Scored against Mexico in the cold weather. Talking about France, game at the Euros is like pretending to have a girlfriend, basically meaning you're fun. Renki shivering, what? Hey bro, love from Ghana. Thank you 2-time shots from coming into the stream. Welcome, welcome brother. And much love to all the Ghanaian people. So Argentina can take advantage and beat Canada. Maybe. Interesting game so far, yes. Crazy 12 years ago, Canada lost 8-1 to Honduras. Turned out to be a blessing in disguise because it woke up the federation. And look at where they are today. Exactly. But it's amazing the growth that Canada has had over the last few years. All this, I've been speaking a lot. I haven't been eating my arepa. I think I'm gonna have to get like a fork. What's your opinion on yesterday's speech for Argentina versus Ecuador? Bad. It was pretty bad. Not as awful as the first game against Canada. Still pretty bad pitch. But we are used to it already. This Copa America, like, it has been bad refereeing and bad pitches. All around. Now there's a huge difference. Maybe not a huge difference, but Canada are much better than Honduras, definitely. Honduras has stagnated while Canada and ice hockey nation have grown. Yep. Who would you rather have winning this game to face Argentina? I would have said Canada, but Canada are playing great. I think Canada got overwhelmed by the heat because Honduras is very hot, that's why they lost. Potentially, but that was like the excuse forever, and now they are winning every time. Romo. Romo almost having trouble playing out from the back. The Vinotinto is not working. Okay, Aramburu and Bello linking up. Switch to Soteldo. Soteldo escaping down the wing. That's gonna get cleared for a throw-in. I blame England's performances so far on Astrid Wet and her Arsenal comparison for their origins. Cringy song. If we go out tomorrow, they doomed us all. Mats, okay, I guess. Never mind. Canada, I want Canada to play Argentina. Messi was not looking 100% fit yesterday. Will he play the semifinals? Any updates on Messi's injury in the Argentina media? Messi, apparently he's alright. Scaloni gave the press conference after yesterday's game and said he was constantly asking Messi how he was feeling, and Messi kept saying he was alright. He really didn't look good last night. He didn't look completely fit, but he's saying he's fine. Oh! No! Yangel, how do you miss that? Oh, it was a clearance from the Canadian defense, but an amazing cross from Aramburu and Yangel Herrera with a golden opportunity for Venezuela to equalize. Almost an empty net, but I think it was Osorio who made the clearance. I couldn't really tell. There were a lot of bodies flying around there. Bello is gonna take the corner quickly. Bello puts in another cross. Deldo. Oh! Venezuela with another great chance. Cáceres with another header. But Crepeau is able to hold on to that one and cannot escape. But Venezuela are slowly growing into this game. Could you imagine a Copa America only played in Bolivia? It happened before, and Bolivia, the 2 times that they hosted the Copa America, they got to the final, so you can imagine what difference that makes. Messi didn't look injured, but old. That hurts my heart, bro. I want to believe that he's only injured. And also that Arsenal fans who's friends with Wet, who's very cringy, who's more cringy, thought than Rash with Wet. Hence why I call her Arsenal companion. Okay, I'm gonna get a fork or something to actually eat my arepa. I ended up bringing everything but a fork. I brought a knife and a spoon, but anyway, we're gonna roll. Will Messi and Ronnie play in 2026? I'm not sure. Potentially. I think there's a chance. You can't truly rule them out, but there's a chance, I suppose. Bogdan is more respectable? Yeah, I agree. Soteldo cross for everyone. For no one, I mean. Soteldo cross for no one. Bogdan is more cringe. I'm not sure about that one. How old are you? Which was your first international trophy that you followed live? I'm 21, and the first international trophy that I followed was the 2010 World Cup. He's 4 years old, yes. True. Yeah, cross from Aramburu, and Yangel almost had it, but gets cleared away amazingly. Remember everyone, no spoilers in chat. I'm most likely behind you guys. If you see something happen in the game, don't type it in the chat until you see my reaction. See, that was a clear chance for Canada. I think that is the chance that you were talking about in chat. Chat, I said it again. I'm gonna say it again in case you missed it. No spoilers in the chat. I forgot to actually pin that comment. No spoilers in the chat. If you spoil the game for me, it ruins my reaction. Like it just happened. Like I knew that Canada were gonna have a clear chance, so I didn't react. If you ruin my reaction, it kind of ruins the whole point of the watch-along, because I'm doing this watch-along so you can see my reaction to the game. So like, what is the point in spoiling? So if you see something happen in the game, wait until I react to it to type in the chat. Like, it changes nothing. You just have to wait a bit more to actually talk about it. So like, please don't spoil in the chat. Wait until I see it. I'm gonna see it eventually, don't worry. I don't need you to tell me what's gonna happen in the game. If I see another spoiler, I'm gonna close the chat. This is the final warning. If I see another spoiler in chat, I'm gonna close the chat. This game is crazy though. It's going crazy. Much better than France versus Portugal. Soteldo on the wing again. That's gonna be a corner. No, goal kick he gave? Wilton Sampaio, brother. Blanco, I don't hate that streetwear. Oh my gosh. To be honest, but that song made us into a laughing stock in front of the competitors. Yeah, me neither, but the song is so cringy, makes me sick. Soteldo, good cross. The ball still in the box. Okay, I'm not gonna read your guys' conversation. My favorite song with your age is 21 Guns. Yeah, you love. Oh! Jonathan David! What a miss, David! David full on one against Roman, misses the target. No, Jonathan David, what was that, brother? Oh my god. Lil top scorer for what? Lil top goal scorer for what? Canada on the counter attack, 2 against 1. And Jonathan David all alone in front of goal against Romo misses the target. What was that, brother? Nah. Want me to give you a site? No, it's okay. Just don't spoil, please. What time is it in Argentina? It's currently half. Wait, I forgot how to speak English. Half past 10 p.m. That is the time. Let the man enjoy his football. Yes, respectable point of view. Rusty Shackleford, thank you so much for joining the stream. Te vi en el video de Gonza y buenísimo tu contenido, jefe. El de la historia de la Copa América me encantó. Ojalá más de ese estilo. Mucha suerte con el nicho y saludos desde España, capo. Gracias. Ojalá que hayas disfrutado hoy el triunfazo de Españita. Triunfazo contra los alemanes. Muchas gracias por el apoyo, por la banca. Nada, muchas gracias por el mensaje. Cuídate, grosso. Gracias. Y voy a ver si hago más videos de ese estilo. Toman como bastante tiempo con la edición, pero veremos. It's not coming home, Spain incoming. Let's see. I love this type of games. Two teams that have nothing to lose and everything to win. Yeah, facts. And because of that early goal, it's now open up because Venezuela are going for a goal and that leaves them exposed at the back, so Canada are getting chances in the counter-attack. There's no control in this game, yep. Brazilian Fury, thank you so much for joining, friend. How are you doing? Hope all's well. I'm doing well. How's the Watchalong so far? This is a crazy game. It's been a crazy game. Canada had the better opportunities early and managed to score. Venezuela then grew back into the game. They had their clear chances. Canada had a clear opportunity to make it 2-0. Jonathan David with a one-on-one and he missed the target. It's been a crazy game so far, back and forth. Like they were saying in the chat, there's no control, there's no midfield. Teams are just going forward and so many chances. Here comes Yangel Herrera, puts in a cross and he's gonna win another. Oh, it's gonna be a goal kick. It bounced off his own teammate. That's unfortunate. But it's been a crazy game so far. I still have my vino tinto and I got myself an arepa from a Venezuelan food place that I have nearby here in Buenos Aires. So I'm feeling all Venezuelan, but the game is not feeling all Venezuelan at all. They give the best. The only strategy is to go forward and kick forward. Perfect for Canada. They are a transition team. They are. So Canada are going to have chances to score a second, but they need to actually capitalize on them and not miss like the one that Jonathan David had. I missed the first 20 minutes, so I'm catching up. I'm stunned Canada has gotten the early jump like this. Yeah, but Venezuela looked lost in the first few minutes. They couldn't string like 2 or 3 passes together. They were getting overrun in the midfield and Canada were having possession. They had the early chances and when they finally scored, now we've transitioned into this game that we're seeing currently. My gosh, this is just as bad as Italian. I never want to hear this song. Usually we've seen Venezuela be a bit more responsible defensively, yeah. At least at this Copa America, yeah, but really getting exposed by Canada here, at least at the start. They didn't know how to react, and here comes Canada again. Another crossroad for David. Gets cleared away poorly. Here comes Canada again. Kyle Larin. Jonathan David outside the box. Recycles it back. And Canada still having the chances. Shuffleboard gonna put in a cross. Oh! Gets cleared away. Rea. Oh! Kyle Larin. Kyle Larin again with another miss. No, brother. Canada could be like legit 4-0 up in this game if they were clinical. If Canada were clinical, they would be 4-0 up. That's how good and how many chances they've had so far. Laria puts in that cross, low cross for Kyle Larin, who dives forward, tries to tap it in, just barely doesn't get to the ball. And Venezuela escaped once again. Maybe you're a curse with too much Venezuela stuff. The Vinotinto, I had it for the Mexico game and they won. Maybe the Arepa overdid it. I don't know. Venezuela right now, they're looking to trying to play size hockey. They look completely lost. Yep. Canada needs to be more clinical, definitely. Bring up the pancakes and maple syrup. You're a jinx on Venezuela. Stop! I'm not a jinx. Stop it. I had the España shirt for that game and I was no jinx. Canada's national team is no joke. The results against Peru and Argentina really showcase their progress against 10-man Peru. But yeah, I agree. They had a really bad game against Peru. Like I don't really look into that game that much, but at least they got the win. I guess that's true. Right across the face of the goal. Yup. Venezuela is leaving a lot of space in defense. Venezuela equals Austria. Let's see, there's still a lot of games to be played, but Canada have looked a lot better. They just need to finish their chances and they could run away with this game. Venezuela playing as they can hear Bubucelas. Also, Rank, I know your Boca isn't in this year, but how are you feeling about the round of 16 of the Copa Libertadores? You really had to rub that in there, didn't you? River got potentially an easy road to the semifinals. They don't have to play any Brazilian teams until the semifinals. Talleres is going to be a tough game for them in the round of 16, but they're making a lot of signings and they are preparing for that game. So I feel like River is one of the favorites to make it at least to the semifinals. And if they get to the final, they play the final at home. So I'm very scared that River may be winning their 5th Copa Libertadores this year. I really don't want that to happen. After that, the same teams as always, like Palmeiras. Flamengo is looking incredibly strong in the league, so I wouldn't be surprised if Flamengo make it to the final and potentially win it as well. Atletico Mineiro, they looked pretty good in the group stage, but we're going to have to see if they can replicate that in the knockouts. After that, I don't know if there are many teams that I really give much of a chance in the Copa Libertadores, so those would be like my favorites. Arepas with maple syrup, that sounds horrible. For people who join the stream, don't spoil anything. Yes, until I watch what happens. Yes. Don't spoil, please. If you see something in the game, wait for my reaction to type in the chat. There's no reason to spoil my reaction to the game. The whole reason of this watch along is for me to show you my reaction to the game, so please don't spoil. If something happens in the game, wait until I see it. I'll see it eventually, don't worry, you don't need to tell me. So that makes the stream more enjoyable for us both. I think Peru and Chile might be better defensively than Venezuela. There's an argument. Meanwhile, outside of the bracket, my Palmeiras has to get through the gauntlet to get anywhere close to the final. Palmeiras. You guys are always like the favorites for anything. And still somehow we beat you. Like we crab-housed our way into a final last year. It was crazy. I do think we played pretty well against Palmeiras, but how we advanced only on penalties was insane. The final was heartbreaking. It really was. And yeah, now we have to double in Copa Sudamericana. But I really think that Palmeiras, even though they have a really soft bracket, they can make it to the final definitely. They are always going to be one of the favorites, even without Endricky now. Who Endricky is also going to start against Uruguay apparently tomorrow. We're gonna be doing 2 watchalongs tomorrow. One for on the early kickoff on Colombia against Panama, and the late kickoff at the same time as this one. The big game, Brazil versus Uruguay, to see who progresses there. Rank, imagine Liverpool go back to pre-club era and swinging washed players like Borini and Joe Allen, Jay Sperring. I would be extremely depressed. I really hope we can make top 4 next season. I would be really depressed if we don't manage to make top 4 and we go back to that pre-club era where we were in a bit of a banter era. I'm gonna have to heat up my arepa because like I have barely been eating. It is a bit of a disgrace because I've been reading too many comments. Who are you rooting for in Uruguay versus Brazil? Interesting question, because I never want Brazil to win. Never. I really don't want Brazil to win. The problem is that Uruguay are looking incredibly good. Uruguay is looking like one of the teams who can actually take the Copa America away from us. So, that second question, who would you rather face? I'd rather face Brazil. I think that right now we have a better chance of beating Brazil than beating Uruguay. In the last few years, we've had Brazil on lock. Brazil we've beaten in the last few years. Uruguay, the last time we faced, they beat us at our stadium. We've beaten Brazil twice in their stadium. So I'd rather face Uruguay, but I wouldn't want Brazil to win because maybe they get confident. So like I never want Brazil to win. But can you put no spoilers on your screen? I guess I could do that. Let's see. I could add like a bit of text. Something like that. Boom. There we go. Let's see, what are the other comments that I kind of needed to catch up with. You eat your food, man. Don't worry about us. Okay, second half, I'm going to eat my food. I'm going to reheat it during halftime, and we can chat during halftime, but then I'm going to eat food. Maybe I'm being reading too many comments. Liverpool won't go back to the banter era for a while. The club makes too much money at the moment, but we don't really spend it. That is the problem. We don't really spend. Thoughts on Arne Slot? How optimistic are you? Look, I'm not expecting another club. I feel like Klopp was a once in a lifetime, maybe not once in a lifetime, but was a very special coach. I don't expect Arne to be like Klopp, but I'm gonna give him time. I'm gonna let him do his process. I'm not gonna have big expectations for next season. Like I said, make top 4. That is the main thing. Be in the Champions League. After that, just let him build, get him his players, let him build his system, see how he develops over the years. You have to give managers time. I want to see how he grows into an idea. I know one fan who was moaning delusionally about the refs and hypotheticals versus Argentina and Canada, but all Chile had to do was score against Peru and they'd be playing right now. Yep, Chile didn't score a single goal in this Copa America, which was cray. Need to go back to this scene. Only thing is that Bielsa hasn't beaten Brazil in a tournament. Yeah, Bielsa in tournament football, especially against Brazil, sus, very sus. It's a crime to let that food go cold. I'm gonna reheat it, don't worry, I'm gonna reheat it. And not in the microwave, I'm not using microwave, so don't worry. It's how I feel about Argentina rank. It comes with the territory of the rivalry. Yep, but it's rough because Uruguay are admittedly a better team than we have been right now. Yeah, Uruguay have been playing fantastic, and Brazil It's a bit of a mess. It's a bit of a mess, and now Vini's suspended too, so you don't even have that X factor. It's gonna be a very tough game for Brazil, but we're gonna see tomorrow what happens. Maybe other players show up. Maybe Endrique, who's gonna start, is gonna be the difference maker. But like, I never want Brazil to win, but I'd rather face Brazil right now than Uruguay. Uruguay are looking mighty strong. Colombia will enter the final. Both Uruguay will and Brazil will be out. I have Colombia in my final. If you watch my Copa America predictions, I have Colombia making the final over those two teams. You need to watch my Copa America predictions video to actually hear my my analysis on that one. As long as Bruno Guimaraes doesn't get injured, then I'm all good with this Copa. He doesn't get injured because he doesn't take risk. Like, he's invisible in that midfield. I feel like he's not even playing half the time. Oh, no, Venezuela with a great chance there gets cleared away at the final minute. I think it was Bombito who cleared away. Still, Soteldo on the wing puts in a cross, cleared away again, Bombito. Soteldo is gonna get the ball again on the wing. Is he gonna put another cross? You know he's gonna put another cross. He dribbles past, puts in another cross, cleared away again. The Canadian defense so relentless on this one. Again, the ball to Soteldo. Venezuela just giving the ball to Soteldo and hope he does something, but Jonathan David dispossesses him. And here comes Canada on the break. It's been a while since I've talked about the game. Jonathan David gets fouled, and that's gonna be a yellow card for... Not a yellow card. Oh, that should have been a yellow card for the Venezuelan left back, I feel like. Definitely. Please, what type of goal did they score? Welcome to the stream, John Ayuba. They slid a pass back for Schaffelburg to score. It was a great play down the right-hand side for Canada, dribbling past the fullback, going near the touch line and sliding it back for Schaffelburg to score. Colombia is unbeaten in 24 games. Their last loss was against Argentina in February 2022. Yes, I believe it's 26 games, actually. It might be 24, but maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. What's one artist you'd like to see do a song for the next World Cup? I haven't really thought about that, but there are many options, I suppose. Loki Canada is playing like Leeds. The Jesse March DNA. The Costa Rican guy who pocketed Vini will most likely go to Feyenoord. Is that real? Like, is that a real rumor? That would be insane. Should have brought Joelinton to this Copa? No. What are Canada doing right? They are really utilizing all the space that Venezuela are leaving behind, and they are recovering the ball quickly in dangerous positions and hitting on the counter-attack. They are really using that space, but they need to actually be clinical with their chances. Where were you when Argentina won the World Cup? With my dad. That was the best experience that I got, to see Argentina win a World Cup while watching with my father. The best gift that the life has given me so far. Shakira crossing to the box, gets cleared away by the Venezuelan defense. Fabricio confirmed it. That is crazy. Another cross for Canada, cleared away again. We're seeing a lot of cross and inshallah both at the Euros and the Copa America. A lot of cross and inshallah at both the international tournaments so far. Eustachio, great pass for... Oh, is that not a penalty? No, that is a clean challenge from Aramburu. And here comes Venezuela on the counter-attack. Again, the ball to Soteldo, but it doesn't reach. They are trying to play through Soteldo so bad, but it's not been effective so far for Venezuela. Rondon getting into a bit of an argument with Larrea. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Like, it's a bit of a hard name. Larrea. That was an amazing challenge from Aramburu on Schaffelburg. Great timing. Great timing. So let me see, how many likes are we on? I feel like I've been rambling about. We had a lot of people watching at some point. 15 likes, that is a good amount of likes, but let's try to get it up. Let's try to see if we can reach 20 by the end of the stream. that would be amazing. Remember that liking the stream helps it get recommended to other people and helps the channel grow. Thank you to everyone who's watching and joining me for this game. And thank you to everyone who has liked the stream already. You helped me out a ton. See you on the next stream probably. Alright, Mats. See you. Hope you have a good night. Thank you for staying up late as always for this, for at least showing up for the first half of these games. We are seeing 4 minutes of stoppage time because it's been a very messy game, and yeah, just a lot of times where the play has stopped, so we kind of needed more stoppage time to be given. This is Fabricio tweet. Feyenoord has agreed 2.5 package deal for Jalen Mitchell medical before the weekend, as Mitchell to learn in Rotterdam on Thursday. That is crazy. He pocketed Vini for 1 game and he got a move to the Eredivisie. That is wild. Just checked and it's 25 games unbeaten for Colombia. Still amazing stats. Yeah. So it wasn't like 24 or 26. It's 25. That's crazy. Bello for Soteldo. Ay, Ferraresi. Ay, Ferraresi. What a way to waste a free kick for Venezuela. Venezuela looks so clueless going forward. They had a few good chances after Canada scored, but I really think Canada have been the better team, and they could... Canada, if they were more clinical, they could be like 3 or 4-0 up. The fact that Canada is only 1-0 up is a miracle for Venezuela. Venezuela needs to improve a lot in the second half. Like I said, Venezuela also have had their chances, but they've been like more hit or miss, and they are kind of losing themselves in the sauce again now, just trying to give it to Soteldo and pray. It's kind of insane. Romo with a long ball again. Soteldo again receiving the ball on the left wing. He's the guy who has to make something happen for Venezuela. Hasn't been working out so far. Brujo. Aramburu again. Aramburu gets dispossessed, and here come Canada on the counter-attack. It's a 2 against 2. It's going to be very difficult. Larrea is not going to be able to make the most out of that. Alfonso gives it to Schaffelberg. Driving forward. Is that a foul? Not a foul! Play on, says Sampaio. That really looked like a foul on Schaffelberg. But Sampaio, you know, we know that he's a bit of a suspect referee. Play on, he says. Play on, siga, siga. Which league is perfect to transition into top 5? Portugal, Netherlands, or Belgium league? I feel like the Belgium league has been growing a lot lately, but maybe Portugal? Portugal has seen like the best results, but I'm not sure. I don't know if I have the best insight into those 3 leagues to know which is the one who gives you a better chance in the top 5. Soteldo tries a shot but gets blocked by the defense. Portugal's league is no joke. Yeah, no, they constantly make the knockouts in the Champions League and they give tough fights to the top teams. Definitely not a joke of a league. Seeing it again, Romo should have done better on that goal. Like, if it's on the near post, it's always a bit of responsibility for the goalkeeper, but his defense really left him out to dry on that one. What improvements do you think Venezuela need to make in order to make more chances and fight against Canada's front line? So, off the bench, who can Venezuela bring? I don't know if the answer is on the bench. You already have Bello, Soteldo, and Rondon in. Maybe you need to push Yangel Herrera a bit forward. Maybe Cadiz can make a cameo like he did against Ecuador, but I don't know. That is gonna be halftime. Oops, I'm not stopping the clock with that one. Halftime, 1-0 to Canada. It's been an insane game so far. Please tell us your opinion in the first half. It's been a crazy game. Crazy game so far. Canada started off much better. First 15 minutes, I would say, Canada were the much better team. They had the possession, they had the chances. They should have scored early. it took him a bit of it took him a while. They could have scored with that chance that Rome had to come off his line, and Jonathan David attempted like a long shot into that empty net, got cleared away, and then Kyle Larin of the rebound couldn't make it happen. So Canada was having already very dangerous chances early on. They finally scored through Shuffleborg, and after that, Venezuela kind of took care of the game. They began driving forward, having chances of their own, but Canada also fighting back on the counter-attack. Venezuela weren't able to score, chances by Rondon, chances by Angel Herrera, but in the end, that Venezuelan response ended up too quickly, and they didn't even get a goal, and Canada ended up growing it back into the game, and they almost get a second or even a third. They had so many chances, Canada, in the second half. They need to be, in the first half, like, they need to be more clinical if they want to kill off this game and be more comfortable, because they definitely had the chances to be in a more comfortable position, Canada. And for Venezuela, a lot needs to improve. The good thing for Venezuela is that they've usually had slow starts in this Copa America so far, and Batista has been able to read the game right, make the in-game adjustments at halftime or during the game, and get Venezuela back into games like we saw against Ecuador, like we saw against Mexico. So I trust that Batista can make things happen by making a few substitutions, reading the game right in the second half, but so far it's been crazy. All right, hold on. I'm gonna heat up my arepa. All right, what is the chat saying about this second half? How are we in the 50th minute? What do you mean? We're not. Hold on, not like that. Wait, what? Hello? You're tripping, bro. My clock is not actually letting me delete the seconds. Oh my days. Oh, and maybe I need to reset and 45 like this. There we go. We're not in the 50th minute anymore. I don't understand why Latin American players like Carrascal, Victor Davila, and Ugalde are going to Russia when they can go to Scotland or Turkish league. Those leagues clear the Russian league. Do they? I think that the Russian league is underrated because they don't play in Europe currently. But it's not like it isn't competitive. Welcome to a bunch of people who have joined the stream. 4 people joined. Welcome everyone. Remember to like the stream. It helps the stream get recommended to other people. It helps the channel grow. So thank you to everyone who joined. Jesse Marsh is getting it right tactically. If Jesse Marsh can do good, and he was a mid-level manager, imagine a top guy like Pep or Klopp. Yeah, but you're never gonna see the likes of Pep and Klopp. Maybe Klopp you can see at national football, because that's something that it feels like he could do at one point if he comes back to coaching. I guess Pep also wanted to coach national teams. This game is end to end. This game is really entertaining, AD. It's been really, really good. Based on your clock, I meant. No, we are not. You can see it's 45. Do you use apps like SofaScore and look at match ratings? I look at FootMob because it looks nice, but the ratings are super fake. And having a big name usually gets you a better score. And even if you played a crap game, a goal gives you man of the match performance. So I think that you have to actually watch the games to know how a player played. I feel like the ratings on FootMob are usually not very accurate, are based off of stats and not of what a player got done in the game. Feels like the 2026 World Cup will be fun just for the bad pitches. I really hope the pitches are not as bad as this one. I feel like FIFA will do a better job than CONMEBOL. I think the Russian league is right around the Croatian or Serbian league. It's not competitive. Fair enough. I cannot prove you wrong because they don't play in Europe, but I don't know. Euro 2024 game of the tournament so far, I still say Turkey 3, Georgia 1. I think I'm taking the Turkey-Austria game. Nah, Turkey-Georgia was better. Turkey-Georgia was insane. But Turkey-Austria was also crazy. Today's game, Germany-Spain, was crazy. Very entertaining, two very high-level teams. After that, like Croatia-Italy, the first half was boring. The second half had a lot of drama. I don't know. There are a few good candidates. Money, the Russians pay top dollar. Yes. FIFA requirements for the pitch require America to get the pitches on the right size and quality. 18 likes. Thank you so much for getting those likes up. Let's see if we can get to 20 before the end of the stream. It's been a great stream so far. An amazing game. A lot of people participating in the chat. So thank you all so much for joining and telling me your thoughts. It's been great. Difference with the Croatian league is that one imports and the other exports. True. They can go to Saudi, Emirati, Qatari. They pay more than the Russians. True. I didn't watch the Austria-Turkey game. I just watched Netflix and cooked some other food after Romania's elimination. I guess you were a bit depressed after that one, but Turkey-Austria was an amazing game, especially when Austria scored and it got end-to-end. It's crazy. This channel is growing quickly, yes. Thank you to everyone who's helping the channel grow. It's been fantastic over the last few months. The last 2 months have been amazing. The amount of subscribers, the amount of views, the amount of support that these live streams during the Copa America are getting. So thank you everyone who is making this happen. You guys are the reason that I'm here, able to watch these games for you live. So thank you all, everyone. You are making this happen and it's been great so far. We're gonna see if Bocha Batista makes some substitutions or if he changes something tactically for Venezuela, because they need to improve if they want to beat Canada, if they want to turn things around. So far, Canada have looked fantastic. My best coping mechanism for losing is cooking food. Fair enough, cooking food is always a good coping mechanism. Oh yeah. Okay, let me check on my arepa. I'm definitely gonna be eating more during the second half. So if I miss some of your comments, it's because I really need to have dinner. Like, I cannot let this arepa go to waste. If it went to the west, it would be a bit weird, no? To waste. So yeah, we need to help Vino Tinto. Alright, I got half of my arepa. I may get the other half later on, just so I can start eating, and the other one I left in the oven so like it can stay warm. I'm never using microwave on something that has flour on it. Like it leaves the flour all like it's disgusting on the microwave. But you cannot miss with cheese and chicken. So good. Venezuela, the football hasn't been great. The food is fantastic. Venezuelan food, top notch. Who are you supporting in the Euros? Lo, 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 lo. Yo soy español, español, español. You need to check my tweets about it. Wait, I'm blocking the number. Whose shirt is this? Guess the player in the chat. I'll give you like a minute. Guess the player in the chat. The Spain player on the chat. Whose shirt am I wearing? Tell me in the chat if you know whose shirt this is. Current or former? Former. Merino went crazy. He was today's hero, yeah? It's a former player, Tendaten. We're seeing the highlights back, and that first chance at 11 minutes, it was fantastic for Canada. And after that, the goal for Schaffelburg. I have a friend from Spain. When I met her, I thought her accent was Argentine. I felt bad that day. Our accents are nothing alike, so they it's very hard to confuse. You can confuse like Argentina and Uruguay. We are like very similar. Rio de la Plata and stuff. But Argentina and Spain, we have accents nothing alike. Fernando Torres, based on that Liverpool connection. David Villa, Xavi Alonso, the other Xavi. Guys, somehow you guys got it all wrong. Like it's El Cerebro, obviously. The one who scored the clutch goal to win the World Cup, man. He is the guy, he is the brain. He was the brain of the Spain team. Like, it was, I thought it was obvious. I know Fernando Torres, David Villa, Xavi Alonso, Xavi, they are all amazing players to choose from. And yes, I could have chosen Fernando Torres on that Liverpool connection, but once I saw this, Don Andres, it's like I had to get it, especially because it's a bit of a replica from official replica from the Spanish Federation, and especially for the patch, World Cup winning patch, it's a replica of the 2014 jersey. We could get Spain versus Netherlands final. That could still happen. That final is still on the table. El que no quiere a Iniesta no quiere a su madre. Big true. I messed up. I wanted to unmute the TV and I pressed exit. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're back. We're back. I'm gonna start the clock once since it's 40 seconds. We're off to the second half. There we go. We are back. Second half underway. 14 years, same result. The problem is the Dutch don't win finals, although they do have a Euro title. Heading to Beckman, got to work in the morning. Thank you, Alexandra, so much for joining. I'll see you tomorrow. Yes, I'll be streaming tomorrow both the games, both Colombia against Panama and Brazil against Uruguay in the second kickoff, so be aware for that. But thank you so much, Alexandra, for participating in the chat, and hope you have a nice rest and a good day at work tomorrow. Gotta get to the final game first. I've got a bad feeling for the France games. Oi. Yeah. Gonna be another grind because Spain have a lot of suspended players. Carvajal, Pedri is out injured. Morata is out, but I feel like that's probably advantage Spain. Someone else was suspended too. I don't remember who else. But a few important players. Laporte is suspended, but you can at least play Nacho there. Let's go, Canada. Alright, so the final has been filled with the best teams. Is Morata actually suspended? I feel like he is. Because after Merino scored, it appeared below that Morata has gotten a yellow card while he was on the bench. And that he missed the next game. But it may have been a mistake from the production and he didn't get booked at all, but I believe he is. Laporte is also gone, yep. But at least you can play Nach in that position. It's not like you don't have anyone to replace him with, but Laporte was a beast today. Laporte was so good today. So I do think it's a bit of a big miss. Laporte was amazing today. See, someone saying Morata is suspended and other people are saying he isn't. Yeah, that's what I thought, that he got booked on the sidelines after the Merino goal. Laporte, I thought Lenormand. You're right, Lenormand. Lenormand is out, but Laporte did have a great game. Laporte is who had a great game. Lenormand is the one who was suspended. Rodri is suspended? Hold up, really? No, he isn't. Rodri is not suspended. Rodri got a yellow today, but he had already gotten suspended in the group stage. He got a yellow against both Croatia and Italy, and so he was suspended for the Albania game. Now he got another yellow, so he has to get another one. And yellow cards are already gone in the semifinals. Like the clean. Yeah, exactly. Served his suspension versus Albania, so his yellow is not... Yeah, no, Rodri isn't suspended, no. On Wikipedia it only says Lenormand and Carvajal. Okay. Fair enough. And Pedri got injured. Or was that foul on Soteldo? Was that a foul? Oh, yeah. Oh, I see it now. Yeah, Cornelius fouled Soteldo, just like scraping his boot on Soteldo's thigh. That's pretty bad. He got a yellow for that. Yeah, it resets in the semi-final. You cannot miss the final on yellow cards. You can only miss the final if you get a red card in the semis. Bello puts in the cross for Venezuela, gets cleared away, but Venezuela keep possession. They try to recycle it back, but goes out for a throwing. Bad pass that was. I don't think there were any subs at halftime, were they? No, no subs. Cadiz, Savarino, Andrade, Rincon, Segovia are some players that Batista could bring off the bench if Venezuela do needs it. Ooh! Ooh! Larin! Kyle Larin, bro! You have to score that. Kyle Larin has been so wasteful this game. Receives a pass in the middle of the box, almost in the penalty spot. It's a penalty in motion. It's literally a penalty in motion. No one's marking you, you're all alone, you receive the ball in a perfect position at the perfect speed to strike it, and you send it over the crossbar. Kyle Larin has been so wasteful this game. Canada could be up like 3 or 4-0 if it wasn't for Kyle Larin being this awful of a finisher. Oy, oy, oy. And Venezuela keep just scraping by. Nothing has changed the second half so far. Venezuela hasn't been deep. Yes, they've had 1 or 2 chances there, but they haven't been nearly as creative and dangerous as Canada has. Another cross from Soteldo. Feels like their only hope. They have to recycle it back. It got a bit awkward there. Soteldo again. Soteldo again. His cross gets cleared away badly. Aramburu. Oh! Is that a No! Martinez! Oh, what a miss! And not Lautaro, it's Jose Martinez, el brujo. Receives in a good position inside the box. Lets it fly, quite literally, because it goes way over the crossbar. But he was in a good position to at least try to force a save or force a corner. Couldn't even get it on target. No, he hit that so bad. No. He knew immediately it was going out. So poor from Jose Martinez. Should have done better. Venezuela need more like that if they're gonna get back into this game. This game is crazy. This game is insane. This game is insane. Schaffelburg, foul for Venezuela. Sampaio really needs to start giving away some yellow cards. Like, this is the CONMEBOL refereeing we know and love. You know what's crazy? That Anthony Taylor had today like a CONMEBOL refereeing type of performance. It was insane how bad Anthony Taylor was today. But now Wilton Sampaio having a bit of a stinker as well. Not giving away as many yellow cards as he should. You need to... I've been saying this in all the streams. You need to shoot someone with a gun to get a yellow card. And if you kill them, you get a red. It's actually crazy. Bombito, poor defending there, allows a cross to come in, but it's cleared away by Cornelius. Just need a Venezuela goal and it would even be more fun. Yeah. Venezuela are pushing for it, but it's not like they forced Crepo into a big save yet. Canada's defense has had to make a few clutch saves, a few clutch clearances and stuff. But it's been mostly bad Venezuela misses or poor finishes to the play, not finding the right pass in the final third. It's not like Crepo has been tested yet, and Crepo is also a fantastic goalkeeper, so Venezuela are gonna have to get through that. It's gonna be tough. Venezuela have to improve on this, and I think that if this continues like this, soon we should see a few substitutions coming from Batista's side. We'll see. You're muted? What do you mean I'm muted? I'm not muted. It says here on my... I have like the sound of the mic here on the OBS. I should not be muted. Am I still muted? I didn't touch anything, but... See, SSV, you're trolling. No, you're good now? No, you're trolling. I know you. You're trolling. You're trying to fool me. I have my own audio here on the screen. It was on my end. Fair. Sorry, didn't try to accuse you or anything. Oh, Soteldo down the wing. Another cross. It's a bad cross. Barbello maybe can put it inside. Oh, amazing save from Crepo. There it was. Like I was saying. Finally, you need to prove Crepo. You need to actually try him out. Bayer tries to put it inside the box again, and somehow it ends up becoming a shot on target, and Crepo has to tip it over the crossbar. There's the big save that we were waiting for Crepo. Now Venezuela really going for it. Bello is gonna take this corner kick now. Cross into the box. Fantastic cross. Ooh! Cleared away. Cleared away by the Canadian defense, but so close. Anyone from Venezuela who had tapped that ball in would have been a goal. It looks offside. That looks offside from Kyle Larin. Romo comes off his line, clears it away. Yeah, there is offside, says the linesman. This feels like a Bundesliga game. Yeah, no, it's crazy. There's no midfield. Teams are going back and forth, chance after chance after chance for both teams. It's crazy so far. A lot of cross and inshallah, clutch clearances, goalkeeper saves. It's your average Bundesliga game, minus the goals. Bundesliga game would probably be like 5-4 by now. MLS game. Alright, I'm gonna get the rest of my arepa. Let's see if I'm giving more power to Venezuela. Just as I come back, Batista has made a substitution. Cadiz, the one who scored the equalizer against Ecuador, comes in for Cáceres, the number 10. So we're seeing more aggressive players coming for Venezuela. Let's see if someone can get a goal on that one. I'm actually gonna try this sauce. Maybe it's that I haven't, just like Venezuela, I haven't been adding enough sauce to the mix. Oh my, that is a disaster. I didn't know it was gonna do that. Oh my gosh. Yikes. It wouldn't be a rain stream if it didn't include a food fail. What am I saying? I barely eat food in my stream. Kind of. I do it. That is, it wasn't as bad as I thought, but yikes. Bundesliga enthusiast, rise up. The sad part is that ESPN, who hosts the rights for most European games here in Argentina, the leagues, the Euros and stuff, the league that they show the least out of the top 5 is the Bundesliga. They show a lot of the Premier League, a lot of La Liga, some Serie A, actually a lot of Serie A as well, some Ligue 1, like they show some Ligue 1, especially the PSG games, they show them all, I don't know why. Bundesliga, very little. It has to be like a crazy important game for them to show a Bundesliga game, and they have the rights. That is what makes it more annoying. I want to see more Bundesliga, but in Argentina they don't really show it. Criminals, ESPN. Criminals. Substitute in Canada, Schaffelburg coming out, and Liam Miller coming in. That is... I don't like that substitution from Canada at all. Schaffelburg was having an amazing game, and Liam Miller has shown absolutely nothing in all of the minutes that he's gotten in this Copa America. Don't agree with that at all. From Jesse Marsh. Who was the last Argentine playing the Bundesliga at high-level club? Ezequiel Palacios. He freaking won the league with Leverkusen. So like him. If you say Bayern, I think the last Argentine to play in Bayern was Martin de Michelis. Eustaquio attempts a pass, Romo comes off his line and clears it out. Lol, Romo is gonna get a yellow for that. Romo for sure gets a yellow for that. How does Romo not get a yellow for that? He shithoused his way. Jesse Marsh is saying, how is that not a yellow? He's going crazy. Jesse Marsh doesn't understand. Romo went off his line, cleared the ball away from a throwing. The Canada goalkeeper grabbed the ball quickly because Romo was not in his goal. And Romo just slapped the ball away from his hands and ran back to his goal. And he doesn't get a yellow for that, for slapping the ball away from someone else's hands about to make a throwing. That's crazy. That's crazy that Romo doesn't see a yellow for that. Nah, that's crazy. Rondón. Rondón over el keeper. ¡Qué golazo, Rondón! ¡Qué golazo, Rondón! ¡Qué golazo, Rondón! ¡Qué golazo, Rondón! ¡Qué golazo! ¡Qué golazo, Rondón! ¡Qué golazo, Rondón! ¡Vino tinto! ¡Vino tinto! ¡Vino tinto! El poder de la arepa. The power of the arepa. Salomón Rondón. So crepó off his line after the corner from Canada. Quickly. The ball bounces a few times. Rondón sees that Crepó is off his line, fires a shot almost from his own line. Almost from the half of the pitch. And scores over Crepó. ¡Qué golazo! And it's 1-0. Rondón always coming up clutch. What a golazo. Insane. Insane from Rondón. He is him. Two-time shots, dessert soon. ¡Qué golazo! Mano, tengo fe, says Rusty. Rusty has faith. Mano, tengo fe, yo también. Of course, former Newcastle players showing up. Jose Lu Merino and today Rondon. Hand, I got faith. No, hermano, tipo, not mano de hand, sino mano short for hermano, like brother. It's not like hand. Over, here comes Canada. Liam Miller. Liam Miller with the shot. Romo saves it. It went down the middle. Went down the middle, the shot from... Oh, we are far. This game is far from over. This game is far from over. Oh my... Oh, what a game. Dare I say... It's a bit too early, but dare I say, best game of the Copa America so far. Nah, this game is crazy. This game is insane. So many chances back and forth. It's been crazy. La bromica. Liam Miller gets inside the box. And Romo clears it away. Canada with another clear chance. And Liam Miller misses the target. Abby, thank you so much for joining the stream. Yes, I am from Argentina. Live from my apartment in Buenos Aires. The penthouse. Kinda. Yes, I'm from Argentina. But I'm watching Canada, Venezuela with a Spain shirt. Don't ask why. But yeah, I am from Argentina. I got my alma mater here to support Vino Tinto. So close for Miller. It's gonna be a corner for Canada now. Euros in the mud. This is football, not France versus Portugal. This is football. Cross in, cleared away. Oh, don't let Soteldo catch you. Don't let Soteldo catch you, Fonzie. I almost choked. Fonzie. And now Venezuela is off in the counter and he's onside. Oh, Bello. Dribbles past Miller. Puts in a through ball. Cleared away. But bro, this game, what is going on? And tomorrow Fabian Schär for Switzerland. Bro, England are cooked. England are cooked. Schär versus Gordon. Who was it that asked me if I would swap Luis Diaz for Anthony Gordon? Like never. Never in a million years. Luis Diaz, clear. Oh, it could be weird for you. I'm a huge man of Messi from India. That is not weird at all. Like I've seen a lot of people, like especially during the World Cup, we saw so many people from Bangladesh supporting Messi at the World Cup, and obviously from India as well. I'm saying Bangladesh because they stood up a lot in Qatar, but India, many places around the world, there's people who love Messi and support Argentina because of Messi. So I don't think that's weird at all. Messi has fans all over the world and people support Argentina for that. I don't think it's weird. So thank you so much for your support on Messi, on Argentina, and now on the channel by watching this stream. Remember everyone to leave a like. I think we should have arrived to... We should have gotten 20 likes right now, but let's see if we got it actually. 20 likes, we've made it. Thank you everyone who hit the like button. It's been a crazy stream, it's been a crazy game. And we still have 20 plus minutes to go. And anything can happen because both these teams have looked very, very threatening on the counter-attack. When direct play doesn't work, when passing play doesn't work, counter, cross and inshallah. This is football, this is football heritage. This is what true football looks like. This game is crazy. I love this game. Best game of the Copa America so far. Oh! And Cadiz with a long range shot from outside the box. Goes slightly wide. But that could have been easily the winner for Venezuela. This game is so good, man. I love this game. Best game of the Copa America so far. Canada look lost. They've lost their footing after that equalizer that they conceded. Venezuela, and obviously they had a chance there with Miller twice, but Venezuela are holding more of the ball now, and Venezuela can keep, and Colombia, what the fuck, and Canada can keep possession for like more than 5 seconds. Batista is going crazy with the indications. His in-game management showing once again. Remember when I said 5-5, I wasn't wrong if only both teams were clinical. True. The teams let you down on your prediction. ¡Qué golazo, Rondón! Rondón, you beauty! Amazing. Both coaches hot. Honestly, would. Pride month is over, but would. It's not confirmed that Argentina versus India may happen in October 2025. That is so... We are a year and 3 months away from that game. It's so far away. If it happens, I'll be really happy for the India fans. It's so far away. I'm not sure. If it happens, great. We'll see. But it's in... But yeah, if it happens, October 2025, we'll be there. As in mad, bro. Oh, yeah. That's also what I meant. I meant that as well. That's what I meant. Yeah. Master P, thank you for joining the stream. ¿Cómo va el partido? Es re intenso, boludo. Está tremendo este partido. El mejor partido de la Copa América hasta ahora. Mejor partido de la Copa América hasta ahora. Ida y vuelta. Los dos equipos cerrando goles. Errándose goles hechos. Tirando centros. Atacando de contra. Dos golazos vimos de los dos lados. Re intenso. No hay medio campo. No se paran de atacar. Impresionante este partido. Imagine if Singapore versus Argentina or Malaysia versus Argentina happens. Yeah, we had Argentina against Indonesia pretty recently as well. So Malaysia and Singapore would not be too far-fetched. Wish there were extra time instead of penalties. Me too. Why is there no extra time? I love extra time. Straight to penalties sucks. Sin perder tiempo, un partidazo, la verdad. Sí. Partidazo. No extra time in Copa America? No, only the final has extra time. In the other knockout games, there is no extra time. It's straight to penalties like we saw yesterday with Argentina. 90 minutes, draw, penalties. Like, I love extra time. Extra time is great. We see scenes in extra time. The drama. More football. Like, we come here to watch football. Extra time is just more football. Like, what is there to hate about extra time? We get to watch more football. It's what we like. Except when it's France against Portugal and they just bore you to death for like 120 minutes, but more football. Extra time is great. Why straight to penalties, man? Let us watch football. What is happening is going crazy, bro. It's going down. I'm yelling timber. To be fair, after watching Portugal nil, France nil, any game is a great game, but this game is truly great. Jesse Marsh is livid. Back in the old days, the golden goal rule did exist, right? Like in official tournaments, yeah. There's a reason why they removed that. it was a goal and the extra time would end. The game was over. Now you get more drama. Golden goal made it so people played more defensive to try and avoid losing to a golden goal. People were more afraid of conceding than trying to score. So like many times that led to extra time going to penalties. Without golden goal, you still have the chance to come back if you concede in extra time, even if you have very little time. France versus Portugal should have just been a penalty shootout at the start of the game. Actually true. Romo didn't save that. Oliwase with the shot from outside the box. Ooh, no, he didn't touch it. Just over the crossbar. Great chance for Canada. Oh, what the fuck? My stream. Okay, we're back. The game had died. Jaden Alvarado, welcome back, or welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you here before, but welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Very sad. Portugal had a good run. It was a good run. I was hoping that you guys would eliminate France, but it is what it is. Martinez, man, you can sub off Ronaldo in extra time because of pens. You gotta take Bruno off. Clear mistake. Martinez is a fraud. We saw this guy fell upwards. Oh, Cadiz, bad shot. Like Martinez, we saw him relegate Wigan, and that got him the Belgium job. We saw him fail with the Belgium golden generation, and now that got him the Portugal job. Like now he's gonna fail at Portugal, and probably he's gonna get the England job or the Spain job or something. So like we know that Roberto Martinez is a fraud, but somehow he keeps getting better and better jobs. It's crazy how he does it. Like the juju on this man. I don't know what he has that he mind games people into believing in him when he's shown time and time again that he's an awful coach. Feels bad for Portugal, it really does. But you cannot win with Roberto Martinez at the head. It just doesn't happen like that. Soteldo with the cross. Ooh, cleared away by the Canadian defense. Now counter-attack says. Kule! Welcome to the stream, man. Are you still dealing with the hurricane? How is it going there in Belize? Is it going as crazy as this game? I doubt it, because this game is insane. Imagine if there was a super no back pass rule where if the team in position. Let's see Canada here hitting in transition, cleared away by the Venezuelan defense. Yeah, like no back pass in basketball. I was thinking about that. Like, if that were to happen, like, it would force players to go forward, yeah. But I guess that would make it so you just wait in your own half and then you press intensely and then you hit on the counter, and that would be like the best strategy for every game. So I feel like football would become a bit boring, but It would be worth looking into, I think. It was Jay. Oh! It was Jay trying to go chip Romo. It was Jay trying to go over the keeper with that shot. Hit the crossbar, I believe. Oh no, he didn't hit the crossbar, but went over the roof of the goal. Very, very close one-on-one situation. It was a very hard shot to make, but he only had Romo to beat. Tried to go over the keeper, and so close to winning it for Canada. Felix missing the penalty was huge blessing for Barca. We ain't signing him. We know I'm too high on that German pack. Yes, sir. Kone being subbed in for Canada. Let's see if he can make a difference on the midfield. My clock is a bit ahead. I'm gonna let it catch up. Let's see, Venezuela pushing forward. We resume the clock. Fonsi driving forward. Finds Liam Miller on the left hand side. Puts in a cross. Cleared away. Let me watch this game. What would of either team of lose? Yeah, you better delete that. I was having a seizure reading that. Oh. No, that's not a foul. Play on. Soteldinho. Put in a good cross. Soteldinho, please. Cadiz didn't try a bicep. No, but Cadiz, you need to go for the overhead kick. You need to do a Bellingham. You need to do a belly goal. And Yangel Herrera with the miss. It was not Yangel. It was Savarino. Cadiz should have gone for the overhead kick, and Savarino goes so high on that shot. Was never gonna score with something like that. Soteldo gets subbed out. And Bello as well. Both wingers subbed out. Savarino is now coming in. I was blaming Savarino. He wasn't even on the pitch. Now he is. And Lacava also coming in. So 2 wingers out and a winger and a midfielder in for Venezuela. So moving into a 4-4-2 formation kinda. As we get closer and closer to penalties. Who would win on pens? I have no idea. The only time I've seen this Canada team in a penalty shootout was against the US in the Gold Cup. And it was like a Canada B team. I have no idea who wins. He's not on side. No, Rondon was offside. Like, I didn't even get excited for that because Rondon looked sort of offside. He had a one-on-one with Crepeau. Crepeau made an amazing save. But Rondon, it was close, but he was offside. The game has definitely slowed down now over the last 5 minutes. It was so intense for 80 minutes, and now it's slowing down because teams are really scared of conceding now, and both are kind of satisfied to go to penalties and try their luck. Ahmed shot inside the box. Kone receives the ball again for Canada. Slides in a pass. Shot! Save from Romo! Save from Romo! Keeping Venezuela in this one. Canada win another chance. Another opportunity. Shot from a tight angle. Inside the box. And Romo makes the save. Let's see, Alfonso Davies gonna put in this cross for Canada. Cleared away the cross. Imagine last minute winner, bro, the scenes for either country. Oh, this is a chance, Canada! What a miss. What? Was that Rimo? Rimbo? Who's the number 20 for Canada? I cannot read the name. What a chance, again. And it was such a bad shot. Horrible shot. Another wasted opportunity for Canada. Someone get me the stat. How many shots on target? And what is the XG that Canada got this game? I think that Canada might be closing in on 3xG. I'm being real. Canada might be closing in on 3xG. Check FootMob for me, please. Canada might be close to 3xG. They've wasted so many chances this game. Canada should have won this game. Canada should have won. Their finishing was so awful today. Terrible from Canada, the finishing. They played a great game. The finishing. Ugh. The suffering in the stands is clear. We are only a few minutes away from penalties. Only a few minutes left. Who's going to be the hero? Is someone gonna get a late winner? Or will one of the goalkeepers become the hero of the night? They shit the bed once they reach the rival's box. Zero cold blood. That is the tournament experience, Steve. Canada don't simply have it in them. They are not them. They haven't faced this type of opposition in CONCACAF. And they are good, but when it's time to get it done, it's difficult, it's different. I heard Crepeau has made the most saves. I don't think he has. I think that Romo has made more saves than Crepeau this game. Romo has made more saves than Crepeau this game. Emotions running high, I guess. Okay. Wait, really? 1.84? I was so sure that Canada was closing in on 3xG. They've had so many chances. Still, that means that they should have easily scored 2 goals by now. Or could have easily scored 2 goals by now. They have double the XG of Venezuela. Exactly double, actually. No, I mean of all goalkeepers in Copa America group stage. Ah, okay. Yeah, I believe that's that then. Yeah, I think that is correct. In this game, Romo has made more saves than Crepo. But yeah, of all keepers in the group stage, yeah, I guess. You should have explained that better. I feel like a lot of times, AD, you leave your comments like half written. Like you type something expecting me to understand it. Ooh, last minute substitutions coming in for Venezuela. Are these substitutions for penalties? Who are they? One was Tomás Rincón. Jordan Osorio and Jose Martinez getting subbed out. Tomás Rincón and Wilker Angel coming in. Yeah, these are two midfielders with experience. They both played a lot of games with the national team. But Batista is saying we need people with cold blood to take those penalties. Shootout is tough to call, it really is. Batista getting these experienced players like Rincón and Wilker Angel, players who have been with the Vinotinto for so long, to see if maybe they have a bit of more composure, more cold blood. I don't know if that often works. I feel like with a team with like Venezuela, who hasn't usually been in this position, the guys with experience actually have more pressure because they are carrying with all the failures of the past. In these cases, I feel like the new generation is the one who has least pressure when taking a penalty and are gonna be more composed. When it's a successful team, like Argentina, you want your experienced players to take penalties. When it's a not successful team like Venezuela, you want the new generation, the ones who want to make history, taking the pens. At least that's my opinion. Obviously now Rincon and Wilker Angel could completely prove me wrong, but we'll have to see. 4 minutes of stoppage time we're giving, so only 1 minute and a half to go. Canada very close to the box, but Venezuela cleared it away. Seems like the 6th fire is on. Unless Canada has something to say about it. I know a Venezuelan YouTuber, his name is Michi. I don't think I know them. Recently we are just an inch for qualifying round 3 of World Cup qualifiers, but at oil money Qatar consistently robbed after Jordan in the Asian Cup. Yup. I saw that goal from Qatar. It was very controversial for sure. That was a bad foul from Aramburu. Aramburu gets a yellow card, and this is a very dangerous free kick for Canada on the side of the box. Eustachio. He could go for goal here, but I feel like he's gonna put in a cross. Let's see what Eustachio does. This is like the Toni Kroos free kick against Sweden in 2018. Eustachio could go for goal, but I feel like it's gonna be a cross. Here comes Eustachio, puts in the cross, cleared away. It's probably the last ball of the game. Is there gonna be a counter for Venezuela? No. No, there's not. And it's time for penalties. Oof. Didn't see that you went live. Well, you arrived just in time, Pookie. Thank you so much for joining. Remember, people who have just joined, to leave that like button. We've already surpassed 20 likes. So thank you so much for that. It's been an amazing stream. It's been an amazing game. But now, it's time to see who gets it done. I'm gonna reset the scores back to 0, and we're gonna be here for the penalty shootout. Man, Canada should have really won this game. Canada should have won this game. They've had the most chances by far of the two teams. Shout out to Venezuela for fighting back, but they did not have a great night tonight. This was Canada's game to win, and they bottled chance after chance after chance after chance. And now it's anyone's game, literally. For me, Venezuela will win in extra time or penalty. We go straight to penalties, no extra time. The only game that has extra time in the Copa America is the final. We go straight to penalties, just like last night with Argentina and Ecuador. Again, the second knockout game, again to penalties. Again 1-1, again to penalties. I know Canada lost on pens in the USA in the Gold Cup, but that was a B team. Besides that, I don't know if they competed in many shootouts. Yeah, that's why I feel like it's completely 50-50, because I don't have much record of these teams taking part in shootouts in the past, in recent past. Have a feeling it's Canada. I don't know who wins this one, me neither. Mamita, ¿cómo están las venezolanas? Epa, offside eso, Offside. VAR check on that one. VAR check on that one, Rusty. All I say is, mano tengo fe. Mano tengo fe y tengo vino. Rondon, let's see if you can do it one more time for your nation. Let's see if Romo can save another penalty like he did against Orbelin in that game against Mexico, which we did a stream and we went bananas when he saved that penalty. Next, your next stream will be Argentina's match, right? No, Abby. We'll be live tomorrow for Colombia against Panama in the first kickoff. Then we take a short break, and then second kickoff we stream the big game, Uruguay against Brazil. So we're doing both matches tomorrow, and after that, yeah, we wait until Tuesday, 9th of July for Argentina against whoever wins this game. I went with Venezuela as they are more experienced. I don't know if they are more experienced in penalties. This team definitely isn't. The last penalty shootout I remember them having was that in 2011 against Paraguay. No player is remaining for that team. Maybe Tomás Rincón, maybe Rondon. Those players were in that team, but most of these Venezuela players are inexperienced in this situation. I can see Canada winning on pens too. Yeah, any team can win. I predict Venezuela, alright. But the players must have played penalties in their club games, if not for country. I guess so, but still, how much? It's a totally different scenario. Venezuela are going first, and who else but Salomón Rondón, who scored during the 90 minutes, who scored his penalty against Mexico in the group stage. Can the captain, the striker, the legend, Salomón Rondón, do it once again for Venezuela? First penalty, Rondón against Crepó. Here comes Salomón Rondón. Goal, very confident. Crepó goes one side, Rondón goes the other, and it's 1-0 Venezuela. Very confident penalty, great penalty. The current basis of performance, Uruguay will win, but can say Brazil anytime they can also give a shock. I agree. It's not an easy to call game. I think that Uruguay come into this one as the favorites, shockingly. But you never know. Remember, don't spoil the penalties in the chat. Wait until I react to them to make your reaction in the chat. Jonathan David. So close for Romo. But Jonathan David greatly taking penalty, and it's 1-0. Romo was diving the right way, but Jonathan David squared it away from his grasp, and it's 1-0. It's 1-0. Two great penalties so far. Both David and Venezuela. I'm so far ahead. Yeah, exactly. Please don't spoil. I must be super behind you guys. The shootout is gonna end and I'm gonna still be here. Yangel. Yangel Herrera for Venezuela. Yangel. Oh, Yangel misses the target. Yangel Herrera misses the target. The Girona player. Crepo had dived the other way. But Yangel Herrera misses the target. Doesn't even hit the post. Straight up misses the target. No, Yangel, what was that penalty? So bad from the Girona's midfielder. Oh my days. And here comes Kamal Miller for Canada to take the lead. Miller steps up. Skies it! What do you mean? Kamal Miller skies his penalty. Yeah, if you're ahead, don't comment, AD. Kamal Miller skies his penalty. Oh, waits until the last minute to not give Romo a single clue as to where it's going. And we have back-to-back missed penalties. First Yangel and now Kamal Miller. His penalty over the crossbar. Let's see now Venezuela, Tomás Rincón, the experienced midfielder who came in just for this. Just to take this penalty, Tomás Rincón for Venezuela. Rincón. Goal! Goal! Down the middle it goes. Crepo was pretty close to saving it. But he goes a bit too far with that dive. And his powerful shot down the middle. Rincón makes it 2-1 for Venezuela. But Crepo was very close to saving that one. Tomás Rincón, the experienced midfielder, help them take the lead. Who is this? Bombito. There's a pointer laser. There's a pointer laser in the crowd. Bombito for Canada. We see the laser. Sampaio is waiting on the laser. He's asking Bombito if he's alright. Bombito for Canada to try and equalize. Bombito scores. Very composed. Romo goes one way, Bombito goes the other, and it's 2-2. Has Argentina faced this Venezuela side with this Venezuela coach recently? No. The two teams that we haven't faced in qualifiers yet are Colombia and Venezuela. So under Batista, we have not played Venezuela yet. 2-2. Savarino. Savarino against Crepo. Savarino to try and give Venezuela the lead again. Savarino. Amazing save! Amazing save from Crepo! Amazing save from Crepo on Savarino! What a save from Crepo! What a save from Crepo on Savarino! Annie Wargoat, thank you for joining the stream. We're watching the penalties, and what a save! And then it hits the post. Saved by Crepo, and then the post. Savarino gets denied. And Canada, with Eustachio, have the chance to take the lead. Eustachio to put Canada on match point. Eustachio against Romo to put Canada on match point. Here comes Eustachio. Saved by Romo! Saved by Romo! Saved by Romo! Saved by Romo! It's still 2-2. Canada have failed to take the lead in 2 occasions. This penalty shootout. 2 penalties scored and 2 penalties missed on both teams. This stream is like radio update. Yeah, you all guys are so ahead of me. You guys are all so ahead of me. Please don't spoil it. You guys are also ahead. Eustachio and Romo with the mix save. Here comes Cádiz. 5th penalty for Venezuela. 5th penalty for Venezuela. Cádiz. Cádiz against Crepó. Here comes Cádiz. Very composed, very calm, great penalty. And Venezuela, match point. Cádiz has scored, and if Romo saves this penalty, Venezuela will be through. Great composure from Cádiz on that one. This is crazy, Pookie. This is very crazy. Is it Alfonso? It's Fonsi. It's Alfonso, right? Alfonso Davies has to score to keep Canada. Anywar, don't spoil. Can you read? Can you read? Anywar, I'm closing the chat. I'm closing the chat. I'm sorry. I'm closing the chat. If you guys can't read, I'm gonna have to close the chat. Reading diff. Reading tax. Davis makes it 3-all. Alfonso doesn't miss from the spot. And Canada has new life, and we are all into sudden death. 1 penalty each to try and see who advances. 5 penalties taken per team. Wilker Angel gets denied by Crepó. Wilker Angel, who came in just to take this penalty, the experienced player, gets denied by Crepó. Wilker Angel gets denied by Crepó. Another save by Crepó, amazing. Wilker Angel fumbling under the pressure. Crepó saves it. And if Canada score now, they'll be through to the semifinals. Is that Kone? I think that's Kone. That's Kone. If Kone scores, Canada are through to the semifinals. Venezuela resting on the shoulders of Romo. Kone to send Canada to the semifinals. Here's Kone. Kone, he scores, and Canada are through to the semifinals. Vino Tinto are out in the most heartbreaking fashion. Canada are through to the semifinals. Crepó, the hero on the night, saving 2 penalties. Wilker Angel getting denied on that light one. It's maple leaves and syrup for everyone. And it's disappointment for Venezuela after making the best Copa America group stage in their history. They go out against the debutants in Canada. And Canada make football history. 12 years ago, they were losing 8-1 to Honduras. Today, in their first Copa America appearance, they are going all the way to the semifinals, where they have a rematch against Argentina, who they played in the group stage. And it's heartbreaking for Venezuela. You gotta feel for them. Mano, tengo fe. They had so much faith. They had so much faith. Tag was right about Canada. Tag was right about something at least. It is over. But you know what? I think it's deserved. I think that Canada overall deserved to win this game in 90. They couldn't get it done because of their bad finishing. But Jesse Marsh outcoached Batista on this one. It has to be said. Has to be said. And then, it didn't materialize in the game because their finishing was pretty bad. And then penalties is a lottery. And Crepó, with Emi Martinez and Crepó, the two best goalkeepers at this Copa America so far, will face off in the semifinals. Oh, Canada, moving to the semifinals against Argentina. It's over for Vinotinto. I'm sorry, my good old friend. I think we're gonna have to wait until World Cup qualifiers to see each other again. But for now, it's celebration for the Canadian people, for the Canadian football fans, the 10 of you who exist. Because the debutants, Canada, in their first ever Copa America appearance, are in the semifinals. And are gonna play in the on Tuesday, 9th of July, against Argentina. Insane. Let me see what is going on in the chat. Alexa, play Feels Good by Chuck Mayan. I don't have Alexa, but... Do you think the right team deserved to win? Yeah, Canada deserved to win on 90. It's what I've been saying. Canada deserved to win on 90. Their finishing let them down. But in the end, penalties is a bit of a lottery, and Crepó ended up coming up clutch. And Canada, they deserve to advance, and they go through. And they are through in the semifinals. How do you pronounce Argentina? Argentina. Argen. That is the most important part. Hen. Because everyone in English says Argentina. Argentina. Which technically in English is correct. You pronounce the G like that. But we don't say Argentina. We say Argentina. Gen. That is the key syllable. Argentina. Mal que CONCACAF le gana a Conmebol en cuartos. Y bueno. Le tenía que tocar a uno de CONCACAF. Canada had to go through the playoffs as well. That is true. They had lost to Jamaica. They had to battle it out against Trinidad and Tobago. There were not many expectations, and yet, here they are in the semi-finals, top 4 of the Copa America. Better than Chile, better than Peru, better than Paraguay, better than the USA, better than Mexico. And it sounds crazy, but they are gonna be better placing than one of Brazil or Uruguay, whoever ends up going out in that game. What is your favorite club? Boca Juniors. Boca Juniors is the club that I support here in Argentina, that I support thanks to my dad. After that, I also support Liverpool. But Boca Juniors is my heart and soul. Igual, si no es la mejor selección de CONCACAF, pega el palo. Y sí, jugaron mejor que Estados Unidos y que México. ¿Qué querés que te diga? Vienen jugando mejor. ¿Serán los reyes de CONCACAF? No sé. ¿Será humo? No sé. Anyway, that is gonna be it for me. It's been an amazing stream. A lot of people showed up. Let's see how many likes we ended up getting. Let's see. Let me refresh. 24 likes. Guys, thank you so much for your support. The support in this stream has been amazing. TJ, they are going further than Brazil. That's crazy, TJ. That's crazy. Thank you for joining, by the way. Thank you to everyone who has liked the stream. Thank you to everyone who has tuned in, who has participated in the chat, who has watched. This was an amazing game. This was an amazing stream. A lot of people supported this one. So thank you so much for coming over and chatting with me about this game. It's been an amazing experience, and you guys are the reason why I'm doing this. So thank you so much for coming in. Tomorrow, first kickoff early on at 6 p.m. EST, I believe. Colombia against Panama for a spot in the semifinals. And after that, late kickoff, 9 p.m. EST, Uruguay against Brazil, the big game of the quarterfinals. We're gonna be streaming both of them. So that is it for me today. Thank you all again so much for watching. Remember to check out my channel, my other videos, and to check out tomorrow's streams, which we'll be doing. And I want to see you participate. It's gonna be insane tomorrow with all the Euros and all the Copa America, but we are gonna be focusing on the Copa America. I hope to see you there. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you all next time.